Welcome back to Inverness in the Spotlight. My name is Doug Lobel, and I'm the Executive Director of the Greater Inverness Old Town Association. And we have a very special program tonight on the Thanksgiving Feeding Alliance. Every year, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, 30-some organizations, nonprofits get together and help feed people that wouldn't have a Thanksgiving otherwise. And that's a special thing about our community. And we're interviewing some folks that have opinions on this particular thing. Now, this Saturday, this came out in the Chronicle, this flyer that we put up on the screen, and you can see that you can go to any of the 5 Publixes here in Citrus County, and for $7.50 you can buy a turkey that will be delivered to us on the 19th to be able to give out to those people in need. We also have an opportunity for you to give a cash donation if you want. You can make a check out to Thanksgiving Feeding Alliance, go to any of the 5 capital city banks here in Citrus County and just hand it to the teller, hand it to the drive-through, and they'll put it into the account for us to buy those other things that we can't, and if we don't get enough turkeys, we have to buy them. So the bottom line is we are very thankful for the organizations that get together, the Salvation Army of Citrus County, the Church of Latter-day Saints, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormon church here in town, provides non-perishable goods, and the New Church Without Walls, Pastor Doug Alexander, his organization actually gave Genesis to this about 7 years ago. And today on our show we have some special people. We have Nicole Negron, who is with Canadian Meds, and she's one of our youthful people in the community. We're going to talk to her in just a second. And we have Josh Wooten, who's the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Commerce. Nicole, what do you think? Do you think that youth should get involved in something like this in the community?
I think it's very important that youths get involved in something like this because we are the up-and-coming generation in this county. A lot of the youth in this county are past generations. A lot of their families have been here for a long time, and also the families that we are helping with this Thanksgiving drive are young families and young couples that are just struggling through this economic hardship, through what's going on right now. So I think it's very important that we help our fellow teens and help those that are our age with this situation, with Thanksgiving and this time of need throughout the holidays. It's a very expensive time. So right. I know in my financial state, I know it's very hard to do it on my own. So I know it's even harder for those families who have those children in need. So I think it's very important that we help our generation and help as best as we can by donating our time, the money that we can, and just volunteer as best as we can.
Right, and we can use, we actually have the Black Diamond organization out there, the Black Diamond Foundation, as a youth organization. And they are set this year, like they did last year, to come on and help us box all the food. And so they're going to be doing that on the 16th in preparation for the 19th. And we're also going to be doing a feeding over at Diane Toto's over at the We Care Food Pantry. People are going to be feeding at the same time, the same day. Josh, the Chamber of Commerce, what good reasons are there for people in the Chamber to get involved in this program?
Well, the Chamber of Commerce is very concerned with the quality of life in Citrus County. And part of the quality of life is to making sure that our citizens have a hot meal, and especially on a holiday like Thanksgiving. And Doug, as you know, you're involved in so many different things. This is a very giving community.
Right.
And some of the chamber members are probably some of the most blessed people, although a lot of us are struggling now in this economy, but they have the expendable income. And so I applaud y'all for putting this out there, organizing and giving us an outlet to where we can help.
Well, it's such a special thing that 30 nonprofits, actually more than 30 nonprofits,
yes,
get together to make this all happen. And there's so many segments of it. There's the day of the feeding when you have to help people carry things out to their car so you can bring the basket back. The fact that Publix, brings one of their trucks in from Lakeland full of turkeys and it parks it in the Walmart parking lot. It shows the cooperation of 2 of those big companies that normally compete with one another.
It's just really nice to see everybody get together and the community come together. It's something that you don't see very often, and it's nice, me following in my dad's footsteps and seeing how he is in the community and how everybody in this community is so just willing and just so helpful with everything, and they put aside everything that they think of, and they put, they're very selfless. At this time of the year, you have to be very selfless, not selfish. You
Yeah.
have to help everybody in need, and
Well,
it's very nice to see everybody come together, whether you're old, young, it doesn't matter. You just do what you need to do to help your community.
Well, and the older people that they really help. It creates respect for the youth to
It
see them out
does.
there. We have the Boy Scouts. So the Boy Scouts come in and clean up some of the work that none of us ever want to do. When it's all over, we got to take all those boxes and wrap them up and clean up the parking lot and leave it spick and span for Walmart so their customers can use it. So there's so many different groups, and it's such an amazing thing. I don't know of another community that does a program like this, although the Mormon Church has asked the other communities that they give food to start organizing the same way that we do. And it's, you're talking about 4 or 5 months of meetings with 30 different representatives from those groups, and the veterans. We also do a feeding at home. We deliver probably 150, 200 meals at home to homebound veterans that can't get out. So
It's
we try to
amazing.
cover
It's
every
amazing.
base. This year we're going to try, if we have enough money, we're going to try to give a pumpkin pie.
And if anybody wants to volunteer, we do have our website that we just came up with, the citrustgfa.com. You can easily go on there and volunteer your time or anything and make a donation through that website. And it's amazing. Any little bit that you can do to help is just an amazing thing that you can do for this community and for the families in need.
And TGFA is actually Citrus Thanksgiving Feeding Alliance. So
Yes.
that's how you can remember, TGFA.
Yes.
.com.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we've had that up on the screen a couple times, but
Yes.
when it comes, Josh, when the community gets together to do things like this, I think it reflects well on the community, and it makes us a better place to live. And I think that's what the chamber is really all about, is to help putting that face on. If your members wanted to volunteer, I guess they could probably notify the chamber office, who could then make sure that they contact us.
They certainly can. We'll be e-blasting this out to our members so that they can get involved. We'll give
Great.
them a link to your website so they can get involved, and we'll be talking it up. And I'll make a personal plea as well to all of our members to make this donation. And I can say this, but go to Publix, because they're a good chamber member as well. Go to Publix and put that extra $7.50 on your tab for a turkey.
Yeah, it's
It's
painless when
definitely
you
for
do
a
it
good
that
cause,
way.
for a great
but you can
cause.
give a $5 bill or whatever. We want to thank you for being with us.
Thanks for
we
doing
want
this,
you to
Doug.
stick
Thank
around.
you
We're
for
going to be
having
right
us.
back in just another minute with another segment.